Now, yesterday, some of you may have been wondering what was that funny looking bit that I had. Now, probably most of you knew it goes in a machine that's called a hollow chisel mortiser. This is one of those machines that you think you're going to use a lot, but you actually don't. And the idea is it will make a square hole in a piece of wood so that you can have a tenon go into it. I'm sure you all get the idea. And then when it's glued in, it makes a really nice strong fit. Now, my thinking yesterday, and my thinking has changed by the way, that I would make a slot all the way through the weight. You know, the weight that I was going to have arced, I was going to have a hole go down through it, and this was going to go up through the hole and it would be adjustable. That was the whole idea. I've changed my mind a little bit, but I'm curious. This is a piece of oak. It's, I don't know what kind of oak it is. It's very hard. It might be what they call white oak, and yet it looks too brown for that. It's from an old shipping pallet, and it's all full of holes here and there, so if I want a real strong piece of wood, yeah, this is it, but I can't really use it as a finishing piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a little slot in here, 1/4 of an inch wide, and I'll move in nice and close so that you can see how it works, just in case there's somebody out there that has never actually seen this being used before. It's a nifty little machine, but like I say, you won't use it as much as you think you are. You should know by now, I do not do retakes. Well, okay, just this one time. Now, I got to admit, I had a bit of a pleasant surprise there. This went a lot easier than I remembered. Now, it's been a year or more since I've used this machine, and the last time I was using it, in fact, pretty well all the time I was using it, I was using large 3/4 inch bits. This machine will take up to a 1-inch bit. Takes a lot of pressure to shove it down through the wood. And the harder the wood, the harder it is to shove through. And also, it has a tendency sometimes to sort of bind and not want to come back up out of the hole. Okay, you get the idea. Now, as I said here, my thinking has changed. Originally, the idea would have been that this mortise would have gone right up through and out the other side, and then this piece would have slid through the hole, and then I would have locked it in place with a little set screw here. The problem is, the mortise would be going through something that's only 3/4 of an inch thick. And that would only leave me, well, less than 1/4 of an inch by the time you got the kerf of the saw and everything. Oh no, wait a minute. Well, that'd be 1/4 of an inch. So I'd have only 1/4 of an inch here, you know, to have the set screw bite onto. So my thinking now is to put a dado 1/4 of an inch deep in the board, and then have another piece that will sort of cap on top of it, fasten on the sides, and a set screw like this. Well, it all makes sense to me. You'll see what I'm talking about because I'm just going to go ahead and do it. The teeth on this particular blade, I think it's called a melamine blade. They're very sharp, very pointy, easy to scratch yourself on. So when I pick it up, it's sort of like, well, picking up a porcupine, and I'm going to be wearing my gloves. So how do you pick up a porcupine? Answer very carefully. There, that wasn't so bad, was it? Okay, I'll admit it. I'd forgotten how to release the riving knife so that I could pull it out. Yeah, I think I can see that. Tomorrow.